So today we are going to start with our new lesson in chapter 8, section 5, translation. Last time we understood how transcription happens for making the process or synthesis of the protein. Okay? Can anyone remind us what is transcription? Briefly, please guys. What is transcription? Yes, Lujain?
Transcription is converting the message of the DNA into RNA.
برافو. يعني أنا عندي instruction in the DNA. This instruction should be converted to a message through the molecule اللي هو mRNA because DNA cannot leave the nucleus to make the protein. So this instruction will be converted through this messenger RNA to go out from the nucleus to the cytoplasm in which the protein is made. And who can tell me what is the organelle that is responsible for making or synthesizing of protein? Tadil?
Teacher, me.
Yes, Abdullah. Yes, Abdullah.
Ribosomes.
Excellent. Ribosomes. We said that during transcription, 3 types of RNA can be made, اللي هم messenger RNA, which has function of carrying the message. Ribosomal RNA, which binds to the ribosomes to make the proteins, and the tRNA, which we are going to talk about today, اللي هو transfer RNA, which help in transferring amino acids that build the protein. Now, so translation is converting an mRNA message into a polypeptide or protein. We learned before that protein is one of the 5 carbon-based molecules, okay, that make our bodies. And we said that protein is a polymer made of polypeptides. Polypeptides are made of monomers. What are the monomers of of the protein? What are the monomers of protein? What makes protein? Yes, Sadil.
Miss, amino acids.
Excellent. Many amino acids joined together will make the protein. Okay. Now proteins may be a polypeptide, one chain, or many chains that connect together because it's a huge molecule, the protein. So المونيمرز are amino acids. هلا هدول الامينو acids must join together to make the protein. احنا we have the message على ال mRNA got the message. Now this message should be translated. شنو translated? Interpret. يعني تفسر. It should be translated. What that means. Now, as you write words in any language, what do you use to write the word? What do you use? What we use to write words? Yes, Jane.
Letters.
Letters. Excellent. هلا letters هدول in the genetic language is called codon. Sorry, the words in the language made of letters are called words. صح? In our language we use words and each word is made of letters. Right? Now if the word cat صح? Have 3 letters, C-A-T. 3 letters will make cat, which is a word. In genetic language, the word has another name which is called codon. Codon is as the word. كل codon gives a code for an amino acid. طيب, as you see here in this slide, this is a segment of mRNA. احنا قلنا إن mRNA is made of nucleotides. Now, in the language, the letters that we use, how many letters we have in the English language? Who knows? How many letters we have in the English language? I think 26 letters. Yes, Abdullah?
Yes, teacher, 26.
Yes, 26 letters. هلا هذا بالlanguage. To make the words, we have 26 letters. Now, in the genetic language, to make words اللي هم codons or codes, we only have 4 letters, which are the nucleotides. Okay? So, letters in the language of the genetics هم النيوكليوتايد اللي هم A, U, G and C. T هذاك ل DNA. Now for the translation we are using the nucleotides in the mRNA which are made of 4 nucleotides A, U, G and C. Now احنا we can make words from many letters. في عندي words made of 2 letters like app. في عندي words made of 3 letters. في عندي words made of more. في 5 و 6 letters or more. صح؟ But in the genetic language, we each 3 codons, each 3 nucleotides make a codon. يعني think about it in this way. No, the nucleotide is the letter and الword هي الكودون. تمام؟ احنا بالlanguage different words with different numbers of letters are made. But in the genetic language, each 3 nucleotides make a codon. يعني كأنها بتعمل word. وهذه الكودون coding for an amino acid. Okay? هلا أنا عندي هذا segment of mRNA which shows sequence of nucleotides, right? sequence ترتيب معين AUG, CUU. هدول النيوكليوتايد have a translation عندهم تفسير. كل 3 nucleotides give a codon and each codon will code for an amino acid. I will show you now this box. Now the genetic code matches each codon to its amino acid or function. هذا not for memorizing, just to understand. Okay? Now let's see here. عندي أنا 4 columns, 4 rows. Let's see here. UUU, UUC. These codons, which made of UUU and UUC, are matches to which amino acid? Phenylalanine acid. يعني when this messenger RNA carries this codon UUU, that means the cell needs which amino acid? Phenylalanine. Okay? Then let's look here. CAC. CAC codes for what? Which amino acid? Histidine. Okay, let's see here. GAU, aspartic acid. احنا عندنا 20 amino acids. 20 amino acids that needed by our body. هلا for your body to make these 20 amino acids, you need to take this message from RNA as nucleotides, and these nucleotides, which make the codons, will be translated to amino acid. راح تتفسر إنه UUU معناته I need phenylalanine amino acid. Do you understand?
مس
Yes, miss. Yes, Sadid.
مش احنا بنحكي انه هسه ال DNA بتعطي مسج لل RNA to produce or to tell our body to get proteins or to make proteins.
مظبوط. To make a
زي
protein.
هيك.
Excellent. Yes. Right.
يعني نفس الشيء زي هيك بتكون للامينو
بس
اسيد.
انت عندك ال mRNA have the message in this form. المسج تاعت ال RNA بتكون in the form of sequence of a nucleotide. في هيك بتكون ال mRNA CGA, UAC, AGU. طب هدول must be translated to know what each codon means. طب CGA ايش هو؟ Which amino acid? Arginine. Let's see here. CGA. هاي C. Let's see where is CGA. أيوه CGA. أيوه here. Which amino acid? Arginine. شايفين؟ And let's look here.
تمام.
here عندي مثلا UAC it's tyrosine. AGU serine. هون مثلا GAU لحظة تشوف ايش GAU. 1 minute.
glycine.
GAU aspartic acid. Okay? each codon which is made of 3 nucleotides give أو يعني order, okay, to أو give يعني translation to which amino acid. هلا regardless of the organism
تمام.
codons code for the same amino acid. يعني أي organism either it's a simple organism like bacteria ولا any organism like us, okay, we are all have the same codons. يعني كل codon code for the same amino acid. يعني احنا as a human عندنا CGA معناته we need to make amino acid arginine. In the bacteria the same, in the plants the same. Each codon code for the same amino acid. تمام؟
يعني هي الكودون عبارة عن letters بياخدوا each letter like each group of letters is like a code for each like
amino acid.
arginine, serine.
Yes, amino acid. مش احنا تعلمنا انه البروتين is a polymer that made of amino acid.
Yes.
طيب احنا we want to make this protein, so we need to join these amino acids together according to the message that the mRNA carry, okay, to build the protein that our cell needs. Okay? Clear now? في حدا عنده سؤال guys? Any question?
تمام.
All
بس
right.
كله clear.
Okay, so again the translation here converting the mRNA message to ايش؟ to polypeptide or to protein. And we said in the genetic language the words are codons. Each codon made up of 3 letters, which are the nucleotides. And what are the letters that make the codon in the mRNA homonucleotides? 4 nucleotides we have. These 4 nucleotides can make many different amino acids, and these amino acids will be joined together to make the protein that our cell needs. All right? تمام. Hala, if I ask you, referring to the chart, which amino acid would be encoded by the mRNA codon CGA? Yeah, who can tell me which amino acid would be encoded by the mRNA codon CGA? Yes, Sadir.
يسلم. Arginine.
Arginine, CGA, let me see, where is CGA? CGA, yes, arginine. Arginine, excellent. Excellent. تمام.
Arginine.
Arginine. تمام. هلا الامينو acids are linked together to become a protein. What is the thing, let's say the thing that is going to build this protein? Who is responsible to build this protein? What do you think? To manufacture it. مين بده يصنع هلا البروتين؟ أنا عندي الأمينو أسيد، إيش السديد؟
tRNA اللي هي transport or transfer.
شوفوا إحنا عندنا 3 important parts، هم حتى 4 يعني. أول إشي الرايبوزوم. I will show you here. أول إشي الرايبوزوم. الرايبوزوم هو the main organelle that make a protein. الرايبوزوم عنده 2 subunits. Large subunit and small subunit. السمول subunit هلا الرايبوزوم مع الام ار ان اي مع التي ار ان اي مع الار ار ان اي together will work together to make the protein. هلا الام ار ان اي السمول subunit will bind to the large subunit of the ribosome. هي الريبوسوم. All of this is the ribosome. They will all work together now. هلا السمول subunit bind to mRNA والlarge subunit will bind to the transfer RNA. Look what will happen here. For translation to begin, tRNA binds to a start codon and signal the ribosome to assemble. هلا لازم يكون عندي بالtranslation must be regulated. زي لما أخذنا بالtranscription it was regulated. لازم يكون عندي promoter to know where to start the transcription. نفس الشيء للtranslation لازم يكون في عندي starting codon لازم يكون عندي ending codon. اوكي هذا الستارت كودون signals the ribosome to assemble. يلا start to work يا ribosome. اوكي signal هذا. This complementary tRNA هلا هون شايفين the small subunit، شايفين ال RNA ال mRNA having the message is binding to the small subunit under here. طيب هذه is going to be translated converting to amino acid. تمام؟ بيجي عندي هذا اللي شايفينه هون this one is the transfer RNA. The transfer RNA شوفوا ايش رح يعمل. I want to show it to you first on a video to make it more clear. بس أورجيكم شكله. هذا an anticodon is carried by tRNA. هلا tRNA بيكون عنده كودون anti عكس مين؟ الكودون اللي على mRNA. يعني لو أنا عندي على mRNA الكودون حيكون CGA، رح يجي tRNA عنده anticodon هون، شو رح يكون؟ شو رح يكون الكودون تبع tRNA هون؟ Who knows؟ يستديل؟
الارجينين.
لو قلنا كان على mRNA عندي CGA سايتوسين جوانين ادينين. What is the anticodon اللي حيمسك فيه tRNA؟ يس يا لجين.
It will be GCU.
برافو. رح يجي anticodon على هذا عنده anticodon يعني code which will connect to this or join to this. Now احنا قلنا for the nucleotides to join لازم يكون عندي complementary له. C حيمسك مع الجي، G حيمسك مع السي، والA مع اليو. تمام؟ فهيجي tRNA، هذا tRNA عنده anticodon. هذا الانتيكودون ايش حيمسك؟ حيجي يمسك في الكودون تبع ال RNA اللي هون mRNA. تمام؟ هلا لما مسك فيه ايش بعطي؟ عرف what is the amino acid it needs. تمام؟ and it will carry this amino acid here. شايفين؟ join and start to join the amino acids together to make the protein. هلا it will be more clear after watching this video. Just 1 minute, guys. I will share it with you now.
Here is a cell, the basic unit of all living tissue. In most human cells, there is a structure called the nucleus. The nucleus contains the genome. In humans, the genome is split between 23 pairs of chromosomes. Each chromosome contains a long strand of DNA, tightly packaged around proteins called histones.
يعني احنا عندنا 46 chromosome. If you stretch the first of the chromosome, you will have very long DNA, and DNA is condensed and coiled around each other to make the chromosome.
Within the DNA are sections called genes. These genes contain the instructions for making proteins. When a gene is switched on, an enzyme called RNA polymerase attaches to the start of the gene. It moves along the DNA, making a strand of messenger RNA out of free bases in the nucleus. The DNA code determines the order in which the free bases are added to the messenger RNA. This process is called transcription. Before the messenger RNA can be used as a template for the production of proteins, it needs to be processed. This involves removing and adding sections of RNA. The messenger RNA then moves out of the nucleus into the cytoplasm.
The messenger RNA now is ready having the message. It's processed and ready go out from these pores in the nucleus out to the cytoplasm to convert this message to protein.
Protein factories in the cytoplasm, called ribosomes, bind to the messenger RNA.
شايفين؟ الريبوسومز هم الفاكتوريز for the proteins. بيجي هذا الريبوسوم bind to the mRNA اللي عندها المسج messenger RNA.
The ribosome reads the code in the messenger RNA to produce a chain made up of amino acids.
بصير يعمل reading. هلا هذا الريبوسوم شو وظيفته؟ بيعمل reading لهاي المسج.
There are 20 different types of amino acid. Transfer RNA molecules carry the amino acids to the ribosome.
مين بيجيب له هو؟ He want to make the protein. Who bring him the amino acid? The ribosome هو transfer RNA بيعمل transferring لا RNA. شوفوا هذا فوق هو الامينو اسيد وداون الانتي كود.
The messenger RNA is read 3 bases at a time. As each triplet is read, a transfer RNA delivers the corresponding amino acid.
شايفين؟ ايه الامينو اسيد؟
This is added to a growing chain of amino acids. Once the last amino acid
شايفين؟ هذا هو البروتين. هلا each transfer RNA transfer an amino acid to the ribosome. وهذا الريبوسوم is building the protein by adding the amino acids together. صار عندي polypeptide chain. شايفينها؟ هذا هو البروتين.
acid has been added, the chain folds into a complex 3D shape to form the protein.
شايفين؟ This polypeptide chain will fold to form the protein. Okay, is it clear now? More clear now, guys?
Yes.
All right. Now let's go back to, I want to share with you now our book pages. All right.
IMS.
IMS. Do you understand EMS?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's see here. So, هاي الانتي كودون. هلا في there is something I have to tell you about. دائما translation will start with the amino acid اللي هو methionine. يعني دائما أي starting لا translation لأي mRNA it will start by methionine. لما ribosome find the methionine اللي هو codes for هي methionine اللي هو AUG لازم الستارتنج يبلش في AUG اللي هو الميثيونين. طيب the ribosome will start with this at any translation. Okay? So we have here stop codon, 3 stop codons to stop the translation وفي عندي 1 start codon. Okay? دائما حطوا في بالكم أنا عندي إنه translation have 1 start codon which is the methionine. هذا ال starting codon. When the ribosome find the methionine, it will start translation from here. And it ends stop by 3 stop codons. تمام؟ So I will ask you a question now here. Let's say في عندنا إحنا protein made of 300 nucleotides. تمام؟ صار عندي polypeptide فيها 300 nucleotides. طب this polypeptide made of how many amino acids؟ شو رأيكم أنتم؟ أنا عندي polypeptide chain protein is made of 300 nucleotides. فيها 300 nucleotides. So how many amino acids are there in this polypeptide? Do you understand the question? Yes, Murad.
Yes, I think 100.
Excellent. 100. Bravo. لأنه كل 3 nucleotides will code for 1 amino acid. إذا أنا عندي 300 of amino acid nucleotide معناته أنا في عندي 300 divided by 3 عندي 100 amino acids. تمام؟ Alright. Now let's look here at this figure. شايفين this is the ribosome. الريبوزوم فيه 2 units, large subunit, which binds to the tRNA transfer that will carry the amino acid needed to build the protein. And the small subunit binds to the messenger RNA, which have the message here. هذه message must be translated to amino acid. تمام؟ هلا هذا you have to know إنه tRNA بيكون في عنده anticodon، والanticodon هو عبارة عن إيش؟ 3 nucleotides that is complementary to mRNA. لازم بيكون complementary له. يعني لو كان mRNA عندي CGA بده يكون عندي tRNA GCU. اوكي؟ هاي شايفين؟ The anticodon إذا كان CCC pairs with what؟ على mRNA GGG. اوكي؟ وفي شغله you have to keep in your mind لازم يكونوا هدول النيوكليوتايد arranged in order. يعني يكونوا كلهم connected to each other in a specific order. If there is any mistake happen, that will mean في عندي problem حيصير عندي translation. Let's say أعطيكم example in our language. إذا عندي مثلا أنا the word let's say PIL, PEL, okay? Let's say we put the letters in different order, LIP. This will give another word, lep. صح؟ نفس الشيء. If there is any mistake in the order of the nucleotides happen, that means there will be a mistake in the translation. And this will not code for the correct amino acid for making protein. هذا هنحكي عنه later لما كيف يصير عندي mutations بال DNA أو in the RNA. تمام؟ We'll talk about this later. Let's look at this figure in our book. كمان it's very clear. Just 1 minute. Okay. Let's look here at this figure and see the steps in the translation. Okay. So, step number 1. The exposed codon in the first site attach a complementary tRNA bearing an amino acid. بيكون حامل معاه الامينو acid. Okay, and it will attach to the complementary. هذا mRNA هون will attach to the complementary. The tRNA anticodon paired with the mRNA codon, bringing it very close to the other tRNA. بصيروا إيش؟ One comes near to the first one. When this finish, it will leave, and another one will come to stand to carry, each one will carry the wanted amino acid. It occurs in the cytoplasm of both eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. The translation, it happens with the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells in the cytoplasm. Okay? When, and it starts, لما يجي أنت ببلش لازم يكون عندي tRNA carrying a methionine attaches to a start codon. إحنا قلنا بنبلش في الميثيونين. طيب هلا هون قلنا الexposed codon in the first site attracts a complementary tRNA بيعمل له attraction بده complementary له فبيعمل attraction لمين؟ لهذا tRNA اللي عنده anticodon. أنا عندي AUG فبيعمل attraction لمين؟ للانتيكودون اللي هو UAC. أوكي؟ وبيكون طبعا هذا tRNA carrying with it الامينو acid that is needed. تمام؟ هلا it start with methionine بعدين صار عندي attracting بدنا هلا الليوسين come and bind. تمام؟ هلا the ribosome forms a peptide bond. الجوب function of the ribosome هلا ايش يعمل؟ يعمل connection between these amino acids to join them عشان يعمل polypeptide chain between the two amino acids and breaks the bond between the first tRNA. بيجي هون الامينو acids will make bonding between them, والtRNA will break this bond and will leave as you see here. هذا tRNA خلص أعطى الأمينو أسيد تاعه. Now it will leave. The ribosome pulls the mRNA تمام strand the length of one codon. The first tRNA is shifted into the exit site where it leaves the ribosome and return to the cytoplasm. بتكون هدول الtRNA وين؟ spreading in the cytoplasm. برجع بيطلع على السيتوبلازم. هلا برجع كم أول site is empty بيجي another tRNA and attach to it. The ribosome continues to translate the mRNA strand until it reaches the stop codon. أنت بدي يوقف لازم يكون في عندي stop codon. Okay, then it releases the new protein and deassembles. Okay, guys, any question before I leave? And tomorrow we'll continue our lesson. Any question, guys? No question?
No question. I understood everything.
Tamam. Okay, I will see you tomorrow, guys. Take care. No homework for this week. بدي آخذ attendance. Don't leave.
Okay, miss. We're not leaving.
Just 1 minute. I want to take the attendance, guys. عندي حدا طلع ما بعرف مين أو اثنين حتى.
Miss, I think مع عبد الله عم مشات who left.
عبد الله عم يشهد. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, you can leave now. Take care.
Okay, miss. Bye.
Bye.